P3 Public-Private Partnerships. Our P3 Public-Private Partnerships has launched a project for 2012 called Save Some, S-U-M. And our whole goal is to put people back to work, help grow our companies that are the team members and the clients that are chosen to help with the procurement piece here in Colorado.
We really care for our clients. We put ourselves in the client's shoes, whether it's a design build job, hard bid job, private negotiated job, doesn't matter. We try and be the owner and give them what they need. We listen, evaluate, and deliver. And if we don't have the answer, we know that we have to go find it somewhere else, and we have a very large group of resources that we pull from to get that done. My ideal client or project is difficulty. We want the jobs that 99% of the contractors look at the plans and say, don't want it. That's ours. That's our project. I'm a big kid with a giant erector set. I get to build stuff all day long, and I love what I do.
My background is over 20 years in the construction industry, with 15 plus of the last years being specifically in the federal government. I pay a lot of attention to detail and am very focused on customer-driven results, making sure that our clients are satisfied. The perfect project for me would be a long-term project where I would have the opportunity to keep people gainfully employed, and that a customer can look back and see something finished that was done with high quality. I have served as both a mentor and a consultant to other small minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, veteran businesses. The minority-owned businesses is a market that's underserved, and there's a lot of agencies with goals and compliance to utilize small businesses, minority-owned, women-owned businesses, yet they struggle to find a good balance of businesses that can deliver and also understand how to play the game.
My specialty is surety bonds. I've been in the surety bonding business for over 30 years. I've also spent 10 years in the construction development, understanding the industries and what I can do to help my client. When you do business with me, what I'm doing is taking the resources that you pay me for the insurance, and then I'm helping you find a way through procurement, to win the project to pay for that, and also to increase your employment. The ideal client for me is someone that has been in business for a few years. They're profitable. They don't have a business development team yet. They understand a financial statement. They might even be able to read it. Because from there, we can go ahead and help them win the projects because they know their industry so well. It's an ideal project for our team, our public-private partnerships called P3. And this is where you'd have a project such as at the airport or a mixed use. The one that we're currently working on that seems to have a lot of focus is a health and wellness project. We've been working with it for a little over 6 years. And today it's underway. We're seeing OBGYNs using more holistic care, things of this, versus the pharmaceutical way. And it would create a tax base and also education and a great resource to turn our health and keep the well.
My ideal client would be the small construction company or the small contractor that's wanting to grow, has a scheduled growth plan, and wants to make sure he does things correctly. The area that I'll be focusing on with Co-S Surety is making sure that the small construction company, the small contractor, has the correct insurance and has the correct bond line. I think so many times as a business owner, you're not sure if you have the right insurance or what the right insurance would be, and so many of the times I found that my insurance broker really wasn't quite sure on what I did, and therefore I wasn't correctly insured. And the bond market is the same way. There's a lot to the surety bond market that I feel a lot of small construction company owners just don't know about yet, and I think it's my responsibility and my job now to fill them in on that.
I'm known as gluten-free D, so one of the things that is an ideal client for me is anybody who's in the food business, who makes products that can be consumed that are on the healthier side of things. Because I understand their market, I can tap them into a lot of other resources to help them move their projects or their products into other arenas, and I can really serve them in a variety of capacities, as well as taking care of any insurance needs they have. I'm a fun person to do business with. I'm all about adding value to your company so that it grows just because you're doing business with me. One of the roles that I play in this particular collective is the role of a connector of people. My goal in life is to connect people so they can advance their business in a variety of different ways. One of the additional roles that I play in this group is that I'm the only woman. So of course there has to be somebody who's the pretty face, and I'm that person.
Strategy Groups is playing a role in this collective by providing real estate services, commercial, for new and existing buildings in a soup to nuts platform.
We do everything from actual real estate brokerage to due diligence to outcome performances. A good analogy for our ideal client would be a brain surgeon. Very highly skilled in one area of expertise, but he really doesn't have time to learn anything about real estate or development. So we're his guy in the sense that we've got the experience in all areas of real estate, and from very early on, and due diligence all the way to execution and those move-in parties. He needs somebody to resolve his issues without having to teach 10 people, which is what it would take if it wasn't this collaboration. We do 10 or 12 people worth of work together.
I'd also say our ideal project or situation is actually something we can get involved from the very beginning. The sooner we can get involved, the better. So we have the opportunity and chance to take our collective experiences and make sure that the project is carried out the best that it can be.
If we can help define what the outcome expectations are, we can get there a lot easier. And so our ability to draw out from our clients what it is they're really expecting as an outcome, and we can start at that early stage, we can deliver that. So the ideal client is really not interested in learning about real estate and what we do, and has a very particular, peculiar need, and it has an expectation of a high level outcome. We do that work.
Business owners really have a hard time focusing on their business without worrying about the employment aspect of their business. So our job is to take on all of the HR-related activities associated with that organization, help them through compliance issues, personnel issues, you name it, workers' comp investigations, benefits administration, payroll obviously is a big one. So we really alleviate the burden associated with HR for our clients and help them focus on what they do best. We take care of the details while you take care of business.
We are a multidisciplinary agency. We handle everything from graphic design to enterprise level application development. We really enjoy the challenge of industries that are lagging in technology or have problems that they've never thought about technology solving for them. And I would say an ideal project would be something that we can get everyone in our team involved in on some level, so that it covers everything from the basics of graphic design to the toughest software development or application development that we can muster. So we just love challenges because we're problem solvers.
I'm a real estate broker that has an architectural, engineering, and space planning background, and I actually answer questions. I actually know what questions to ask. I'm the guy that has the technical background, and I'm the one who stands up and says things about that technical background. You want to talk about the Phase 2 environmental site assessment? I can do that. I can talk about anything involved in a real estate project and make sense out of it, because I speak the language of my clients. I can explain what I do in the words they use every day. The ideal client for me is the one who has an extremely complex project and he doesn't know how to express it. He doesn't know exactly how to tell somebody what the outcome needs to be. My ideal client is somebody who will come to me, not just for a real estate transaction, but come to me and say, what do I do to get to this point? I want to define the outcome with him, and difficult as that may be, as complex as that might be, to get agreement on what the outcome expectation is and solve that project, not my project, his project. The role I play with this group is I'm the real estate broker. So I'm the wizard in all the real estate things.
Thrive actually started as a concept where we wanted to come together and target small businesses and entrepreneurs. We felt it was something that people will try and go to Starbucks and work, and that doesn't work well. I can't work from home, and a lot of people can't do that either. So what we're trying to do is create an atmosphere that's very open, very collaborative. People are chasing work together. We're doing some different things, talking with each other. We're creating an energy and a vibe that people can't get anywhere else. We try to be as flexible as we can, and everything is month to month that we have here. We include a lot of services within our typical packages, so we're not trying to nickel and dime people, get a lot of other pieces into it. We can help companies grow, which we do, and then we kind of hand them off to other people as soon as they need something more permanent. The other thing we're trying to do is actually accommodate all the different generational workforces that we have. So we actually have some baby boomers here that are actually now kind of doing a consultant role, but part-time, and want some atmosphere they can come into versus a private office stuck alone. We're also trying to accommodate the new millennials and the Gen Y and the Gen Xs that are out, and they all have a different way of working together. So we've actually taken this space and trying to split up into some different areas to try and suit all those different pieces. We like to help you thrive.
We work with our clients primarily in the Colorado markets. We help them with everything from basic accounting needs all the way up to financial statements, tax returns, compliance. Planning is our biggest strategy with our clients because it helps them be prepared for something rather than looking in the rearview mirror as to what I did wrong. We try to coach our clients along the way so that we're not just delivering a product to them at the end of the day, whether it be a thought, a tax return, or a financial statement. Our goal is to help them understand how it goes from A to B to C so that at the end of the day they can learn and start being more proactive in their own business. Our success is your success independently. My role in this, our P3 group, is as the outside accountant helping my peers and helping other business owners. They all have their own niche, they all have their own agenda, and they have their own goals in mind. Your goal is different from the guy next to you, and we wear the hat to bring the skill set to try to help you extract out of your team and your own self to get your goals achieved at the end of the day. We're a small business ourselves, I'm an owner myself, and I've gone through mistakes and I've gone through successes, and what I try to lean on are leverage my mistakes to help you prevent yourself from making those yourself. Everybody's going to make a mistake at some point in their career, and the goal is to help you minimize what you're doing now so that you can achieve your goals at the end of the day.
So give us a call if you'd like to partner or team with one of our firms or another firm that's not presented today. We have many that are very interested in meeting you. Thank you.